ये बयान कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? बयान एक ऐसे राजनीतिक दल से आ रहे हैं जिनका झूठ प्रतिदिन सामने आता है। अब देखिए, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की भेंट होनी थी प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप से, क्योंकि उनको जल्दी लौटना पड़ा, जो भी कारण है। तो उसके बाद उनकी एक 35 मिनट की एक टेलीफोनिक कॉन्वर्सेशन हुई। उसकी रीड आउट हमारे विदेश सचिव विक्रम मिश्री जी ने दी है। और क्या स्पष्ट होता है उससे कि पूरी सिक्वेंशियलिटी कि हमने 22 अप्रैल के बाद जब टेरर अटैक हुआ था पहलगाम, कहा था कि इसका दोज हु आर perpetrated this terror act will not go unpunished। उसके बाद 22 मिनट में जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान 9 उनके टेरर एस्टैब्लिशमेंट, सिक्योरिटी एस्टैब्लिशमेंट्स ओब्लिटरेट हुए, उसका एविडेंस पब्लिक डोमेन में है, कमर्शियली अवेलेबल सैटेलाइट इमेजरी के द्वारा। और उसके बाद उनके डीजीएमओ ने फोन किया और आस्क्ड फॉर सेसेशन ऑफ हॉस्टिलिटीज। तो ये बायलैटरल है। तो ये चीज एक बार स्पष्ट हो गई। मुझे लगता है इसके बाद कांग्रेस पार्टी को भी इस पे झूठे बयान देने में थोड़ी मुश्किल होगी। उनको वैसे उनको शर्म नहीं आती। आज इस टेलीफोन कॉन्वर्सेशन के बाद एक उनके बड़े स्पोक्स पर्सन है या नेता मानते हैं अपने आप को, उन्होंने एक पुरानी जनवरी 2025 की कोई रीड आउट रख दी आगे। बाद में कहा कि वो सॉरी है, गलती हो गई, बट ठीक तरीके से अपोलोजाइज नहीं किया। तो बट लगता है ये रिपीटेड झूठ बोलना होता है, इसकी भी डिमिनिशिंग रिटर्न है।
राहुल गांधी ने तो
छुट्टी पे गए हुए, कहाँ गए हैं वो? इज मिसिंग इन एक्शन। वहां पता है हर क्वार्टर में वो छुट्टी पे जाते हैं, पर है कहाँ अभी? ये तो पुरानी स्टेटमेंट है, उस पर तो कोई, मैं समझता हूं कि आपको भी डिग्निफाई नहीं करने चाहिए ऐसे कमेंट्स।
No, I'm glad you asked a long question, but my answer is going to be in a single sentence because I'm not in the habit of talking out of turn. I think what the Foreign Affairs spokesperson and the Foreign Ministry has given out is good enough, and what is to be shared would be decided by the Ministry of External Affairs.
Congress continues to raise questions.
So that is, I think, their job is to oppose. So they wouldn't be called opposition if they don't oppose. So everything they would oppose. But here we are, as you saw in the press conference also, we have put out figures of comparison between how it was, what was the face of things before 2014 and what it is now. So in a evidence-based era, what I say doesn't matter, what he says doesn't matter, what the figures say matter. And figures are in support of the fact that these 11 years have been a turning point for India, not only domestically, even internationally. The esteem of an Indian has gone up. In fact, we have seen those times before 2014 when our youth went out of country. They were even hesitant to introduce themselves as Indians. Today, when they introduce themselves as Indian, their rating goes up in the terms of getting a job or getting an employment over there.
Now, look, it was clear, it is always known to every Indian today that never was, there is no, and there never will be any other country whose help India will seek to fight against our enemies. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji today is a leader who is seen by almost every Indian as a person who keeps India's interests first and foremost and will not allow anybody to compromise those interests. Unfortunately for us, we have a political party called the Congress Party, who from 2014, because the people have been rejecting them, are repeatedly starting new cycles of lies. They talked about Rafael, they talked about Justice Loya, they talked about many lies before. All of them fell flat. So what they do is, instead of learning from the lies and learning that the people reject those lies, they will keep inventing new lies. They came up with this lie saying that the mediation was being done by the American president. Nobody said this. And as a matter of fact, after President Donald Trump's statement, our government, our foreign minister, our foreign secretary clarified this. However, the Congress party is so heavily invested in trying to make people believe that they know better than the people, they know better than Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, that they keep pushing these lies. It is very good yesterday that our Prime Minister spoke to President Trump and has clarified that we seek no mediation, we will not allow any mediation for what is our government's duty. If somebody comes and fosters terror or attacks our innocent citizens, it is for the government of India and our armed forces to teach them a lesson, and the lesson has been taught after Pulwama, the lesson was taught after Pahalgam, And if Pakistan persists on wanting to taught lessons, the government of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and the armed forces will continue teaching them lessons till they learn.
So we saw that a lot of times Congress party has tweeted about the ceasefire, why the Donald Trump has tweeted about ceasefire first. So how do you respond to this?
No, this is the same point I'm making, that somehow the Congress party would like to take half a grain of truth and create a false narrative. And they take a great deal of pleasure in showing that India is doing bad. Indians are suffering. They take great pleasure in going out into international forums, whether it's in Vietnam or Thailand, whenever Rahul Gandhi has a break from Vietnam and Thailand, going out and saying the Indian constitution is under threat. But the people who have done most harm to India are the Congress party. If there is a leader today who has really protected India's interests and taken India's interests forward and grown India, it is Narendra Modi ji. So there is no point today the Congress party keeping on pushing these lies, because nobody is believing it. Least of all their own party men. I know, I'm coming from Kerala today, most Kerala Congress people also think that the Congress party has lost its mind. So therefore, this is the Congress's tired old strategy, thinking that if they say a lie often enough, the lie will become a truth. Unfortunately, this is not the way the system works. Our party, our government, our people will constantly demolish these lies, as this lie too has been demolished.